What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JD. We are back again. It is E3 2021. This is day 3, and we're actually going to be talking a little bit about day 2's highlights. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about. And so before we get into it, real quick, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Now, let's get started. So, of course, yesterday, Xbox had a pretty good showing. I actually talked about this in a separate video. I will leave a link in the description below if you would like to check it out. And I'll also leave a little card for you to click on if you'd like to check it out there. They did very good. They kept it very minimum when it came to on-stage presence. People don't really care who's doing too much of the talking. They just want to see the games. They just want to see videos. And that is what Xbox provided. They did a very, very decent job in doing what they needed to do. What were your thoughts about Xbox's presentation yesterday? Leave your comments down below. We do need to also talk about Square Enix. They also had a presentation yesterday. I'm not exactly sure if I liked it or not. I can tell you I wasn't that super pumped for it. It wasn't too much there. It was a 30-minute presentation, but it didn't show too much. They spent majority of their time kind of showing Guardians of the Galaxy, which looks pretty decent. Third-person action game with Mass Effect mechanics in there. You make decisions while you try to plan things out before you go into your missions. And you still get to make decisions while you're in the missions. And it looks like you get to control the other characters, kind of like you would in Mass Effect, where you go into this grid and you tell them what to do. Tell them where to go, tell them to do special attacks or whatnot. That game is set to be coming out on October 26th. And so, yeah, if you're interested, check it out. They showed us some footage of the Black Panther expansion that's coming out for the Avengers. We know that the Avengers, in terms of playmanship, in terms of people still playing the game, is not that high right now. So they got to do quite a bit to get people back into it. Is Black Panther going to be the expansion that's going to bring people back into playing Avengers? From what we saw, it was all cinematic. There was no actual gameplay footage. Just a lot of in-engine cinematic gameplay. So we didn't get very much from that. They showed us Babylon Fall. It's an RPG which you can play either by yourself or up to 4 players in co-op. There is a closed beta that you can sign up for if you're interested in becoming a part of that and getting your hands on the game early. They're doing the Life is Strange remastered, and they will be doing it for the game as well as the Before the Storm expansion for that game. They also showed some footage of Life is Strange True Colors. They showed the empathy mechanic where the main character can detect how someone is feeling, and that may help dictate what decisions you decide to make as you progress through the game. So if that's something that you're interested in, check that game out, as it's set to release on September 10th. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. The same people who are responsible for games like Neo, Team Ninja, is going to be working on this game. This is a spin-off to Final Fantasy. It comes in 2022, at least that's when it's planned to release. And they actually had kind of teased at the end of the trailer that there was a demo coming soon for the PlayStation, and people were able to download the game, but at the recording of this video right now, it's actually corrupt. You cannot play it. In fact, the people behind the game actually released a tweet, and this is what they had to say. We are aware of the issues being experienced while trying to download and play Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin Trial Version. We're working to resolve this issue, and we'll tweet an update as soon as we can. We appreciate your patience. After recording of this video, it still has not been fixed. It is corrupt. You can download it, but you can't play the game. So that's very unfortunate. That pretty much was the talk on Twitter land yesterday, on top of the Xbox leak of Starfield coming out November 11, 2022, which was leaked an hour before the conference even started. So that was the talk of Twitter yesterday. That essentially was Square Enix's presentation yesterday. 30 minutes long. I wasn't really into it. They did show some interesting things, but it wasn't something that grabbed me. It was like, oh, snap. And to make matters even more interesting is that the PC gaming show and the future gaming show, it didn't seem to grab people's attention either. People in the chat yesterday were very kind of I wouldn't say upset. Disappointed would be the word. A lot of people, I guess, were looking forward to more Team Fortress, but that did not happen at all. As essentially people were not happy about that. But today, we're going to be covering Capcom, and we might check out Razer as well. Capcom is going to be hitting at 2:30 p.m., and then Razer is going to be at 3. There are some other things happening, but I'm just not interested in any of those things. Like, I'm not concerned about Verizon, not concerned about Intellivision. You have the Take-Two interactive panel. We have Mythical Games at 11:10. There's an indie showcase, Freedom Games, Vin's Origin Stories with Hector Rodriguez, and then Capcom and Razer, which those two things are what I'm going to be looking into and covering today. Then tomorrow is when Nintendo has their Nintendo Direct at 9 a.m. on the 15th of June. Bandai Namco will be around at 2:25 p.m. Eureka Studios at 3:20. GameSpot Play for All showcases at 3:35. And then the official E3 2021 awards show is going to drop at 4:45 p.m. tomorrow. I will definitely be checking out Nintendo's Direct, see what they have to release. Are they going to be talking about the highly rumored Nintendo Switch Pro? I mean, what about The Legend of Zelda? Breath of the Wild 2? Are we going to hear more about that? What about the next Metroid game? We have no idea. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about what might happen today and tomorrow by leaving a comment down below. So ladies and gentlemen, that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you watched it to the very end, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the video, leave a comment. All those things support the channel in a big way. Thank you so much. And this is your coverage of E3 2021.